Hey, what's up, everyone? Pastor JAMZ here, back with another review, and we're back with the latest album from Uchis, ORQUIDEAS. Uchis is 29-year-old singer-songwriter from Alexandria, Virginia, but her family and her roots trace all the way to Colombia, where now she resides and is starting to plan her future family with hip-hop artist and rapper Don Tolliver. Congratulations to them too. I'm very happy for them. I've been a huge fan of Kaliuchi since her debut album Isolation back in 2018. So now we're here with ORQUIDEAS, and let's just jump right into it. We got 14 tracks and 44 minutes. I was pretty excited considering that she has been steady with these album releases and is actually already planning her next album, which, by the way, I believe is going to be in French, is something that she teased. Looking forward to that because this is going to hold us over until the next album. I'm telling you right now, I cannot get enough of Orquídeas by Uchis. This album is so freaking awesome. From start to finish, I'll get to the negatives later, and trust me, there's, if any, small bumps in the road, if you will. But let's talk about the positives here. The feature list on this thing, I was quite surprised, such as Peso Pluma on the track Igual que un ángel, which where are you ever going to hear Peso Pluma on a dream pop record? I never thought I'd be saying those words in my life, but it works. Yes, the whole album, for the most part, is dream pop and reggaeton style music. It's more Spanish focused and the lyricism as well, but she does throw in English lyrics mostly between every line or so. And I do admire that a lot. It's very listener friendly, although I don't think that was her intention. That's just how it comes off to me, and I know that's good on her part. But for the first half of the album, it's very dreamy. The production wise, dream pop, dance hall style like music, like as if you're in ambient, some ambient tone floating through the sky. Everything's so majestic, and the production also kind of carries on this upbeat tone, like this electro wave style feel, and just feels like you're in a dreamlike state. I appreciate that a lot, and I don't think she explores that enough, especially that those were her roots and in isolation, like in her debut album. And the other half is more reggaeton heavy and with a few surprises here and there in production. Like in the track De Mata, it's more of an older traditional Spanish style orchestral sound, which comes off so amazing because of her beautiful voice. Matches all three or four of the types of styles of Spanish music that she tackles, and each thing that she tackles, like I said, her voice is so soft, so subtle, but she can also hit those high notes. She can be very quick and witty with her tone and snappy. It comes off so smooth, so fluid throughout every track. It you can't miss. However, I do have to throw in a little wrench in the mix here. There's one track I did mention that everything runs so smooth, so fluid with transitions of songs. There is, for some reason, Igual que un ángel featuring Peso Pluma at the end, the transition just stops. Like the song just stops out of nowhere. I don't know why. And it's kind of awkward because the past two tracks had such amazing transitions. And there's transitions throughout the rest of the album, which I think flow well together. But there's also a track on here, Tu Corazon es Mío, which is in the later half of the album. It just doesn't work. I don't know what it is, and it's very unfortunate because she was on such a roll on every track. Everything flowed together. Yeah, she would switch up. Like there was the first chunk is more dream pop, and then you'll have some of the more sadder, melancholy type tracks in the middle, and then you get to the nitty gritty of things and get into like the reggaeton heavy style production and tracks on here. And for some reason, Tu Corazón es Mío is very awkward. I don't like the tempo that she uses. It seems very off-putting, offbeat. Not really sure what she was going for here, but that's the only track on this thing that I didn't like, and like it's a small bump in the road. It just wasn't for me. I don't know if it's doing well in terms of like other people. I haven't really talked to anyone else about this record, but for me, not really it. Just it's just it is what it is. However, what's really funny is that the next track, Muñeca, featuring El Alfa and JT, kind of does the same thing as Tu Corazon es Mío, but in a totally different way, and it works. Very reggaeton club style track, fast paced, like as if you're just speeding through the streets, and it doesn't stop. It doesn't stop. Kelly Uchis goes off on this track, and El Alfa, oh my god, I don't know which feature is better, Peso Pluma or El Alfa with Kelly Uchis. I can't choose between the two. The JT on this song also goes off of a female Spanish rapper on this track. She also goes very well with the song. And I do gotta say, Labios Mordidos, which is like the big single leading up to this album with Karol G, it was good, and it's surprising. I'm not really a fan of Karol G and her music, but the two go together. I just wish I could have seen more. This album just leaves me wanting more to hear, and these little experiments and kind of risks that she took in this album. And I wanted to see Georgia Smith come back and SZA come back, even though SZA was just in the last album. I mean, I just wanted to see them come back. And then No Hay Ley Parte Dos with Rauw Alejandro also caught me by surprise because I'm not really a big fan of his music either. But the two go together. Chemistry's awesome. And I do have to say that Heladito was very nice to hear because it does go back to her roots. That track, like she's going back from to the beginning of everything, back to isolation, back to those days, and it was very nice to hear the production, the more dream, not dream, the more of the lo-fi type sound, and like the lo-fi type sound of her roots where she began making music. And then to end it all off, Dame Beso and Muevete. Dame Beso and Muevete. Such a great way to end an album. A bachata slash cumbia song at the end. It's fun. It's very quirky, and honestly, kind of just a good time. And I'm so happy to see her just continue making these albums and kind of evolve in a way throughout the ORQUIDEAS. It's the messaging in terms of the messaging. Loving yourself, having this trust with your partner. Um, it comes off very. Some might say that it comes off narcissistic, especially with some of the lines that she says. Like, she knows that her partner will do this for her. She knows what she is. She knows who she is. She knows what she wants and how to get it. And if you're not gonna be on the same level as her, well, you can take a hike, buddy. And it, to me, it just comes off confident. It doesn't come off narcissistic. It just, loving your partner and having that trust, exploring the relationship together. It's very nice. It doesn't get old at all because each track kind of feels like a continuation and just flows so well together. The production, very sexy, very fluid, very just altogether an amazing album. I'm giving Calucci's Orquídeas, her latest album, her fourth album, by the way, a 9.5 out of 10. Such a great way to start off 2024. I'm looking forward to her next album, Calucci's 5, and hopefully she won't keep us waiting, but if she does keep us waiting, this is gonna hold us till the next album. Till, I go listen to the album. Link will be in the description below. Check out my awesome and sour jams, and let me know what you think about the album. Please give Calucci's Orquídeas a listen. 9.5. Pass the jams.